Hello, people. You've heard of Rusty Star's Black Awakening. I guess some of you have, some of you haven't. But it was basically where Satan's gathering his people together on the earth, and you've got various people coming together under very, very gentle guise, and they're not, what they think they are. They're starting off with good intent and then followed the wrong thing. Like star seeds and all that kind of thing, light workers. And, well, Jesus is gathering his lot now. Jesus is gathering his folk. It's come to that point. So everyone's got to start making a decision out of there. Are you going to be lukewarm? Are you going to be a non-believer? Are you going to be a believer? Yeah, it's time you made up your mind how he's doing his work. I mean, I've got taken out of a really bad situation for the past 6-7 weeks. No, it's nearly 2 months now. I haven't been on the tube for the last couple of days, and it's pretty much sorted out. I'm in like a shared place, and there's been a couple of rooms that were empty, and they're all filling up with Christians. They're all Christians except for one guy, and he's not comfortable in the house. He keeps walking out. He sees us lot talking about God and that, and he just walks away. He's out of there. He's going to the kitchen for something, you know what I mean? Forget things off. He's not having it, but apparently he's not going to be there very long. He's been causing a bit of trouble. So I guess Satan can have him on his patch, but not on ours. We've just got a couple of young guys in the other day. They're Christian. One of them in particular is like really, really heavily into praising God. Like young man that he wants to know more about prophecy. I said, do you know what we're taking on? There's a lot of information. But it looks like I'm mother hen. I've got to sort them out. So, it's one of them. But he did say that in his scriptures. He did say in Matthew, for instance, he's come to make a division, father against son, mother against daughter. And when you first read that, you think, well, why is he doing that? Why would he do such a thing? But it's well, the reason is that it's time. It's time to do it. If you've got a son or a daughter that's not following the right path, he's going to divide it for you. He's going to put everybody in the places. Yeah, one of them's like really acting up. That one will be placed in its own area, and the other person will be placed in theirs. So I've just been uprooted. The last of my family has been taken by Lucifer, mate. So that's it. And it's a big family. At the end of the day, that's the way the wheels turn, then that's it. Well, it was a matter of a question, do you love your God more than your family? And that's what the Holy Spirit asked me about one of my closest members of my family. And I said, you, Lord, I love you more because you know what's going on. You know everything about me. You appreciate any innocence left in a person. You know what's genuine in a person. You can see in their hearts. Do you know what I mean? It's like decision time. It's decision time for everybody, yeah. If you don't believe in God, then you ought to contemplate such things next time you put something in your mouth, like a piece of fruit. Ask if you made that, or some other guy made that. Do you know what I mean? The original one before the seed was replanted. Who made it? Yeah. Every snowflake that's ever fallen is different. There's no two that have ever been the same. And just think about how many snowflakes have fallen around the place. If you can't contemplate that, don't even bother carrying on listening to this. Do you know what I mean? It's like, But it's decision time. It's decision time. You know, if he pulls you out of a situation and you get to a place and it's a bit awkward to start with, you lose everything you've ever had, like, you know, 20 odd quid's worth, yeah, 20 odd quid, 20 odd years full of stuff or what have you, you know, that you pay for over time. Don't matter, just drop it, leave, get out of there. People are arriving at this house that I'm at, like, and they've got nothing. Do you know what I mean? I have next to nothing, you know what I mean? I just collected, like, I took a few things and that was it. But, yeah, he's doing his work. I just thought I'd let you know, man, everybody's getting gathered, so at the end of the day, it's decision time. It can't be lukewarm. If there's bad news from the Bible that Jesus is warning us about, you tell people about it, because if you don't tell them, you're responsible for their demise. It's not fear-mongering. Jesus has told us plenty of horror stories that's coming in the last days. You look through Matthew alone, Matthew 24. Is he a fearmonger? No, certainly not. It's just forewarning these people so they can get their armour on. I don't want a fan club. I really don't. I don't care. This is it. I'm just going to tell you what I think things are. I'll just read it out of here. Matthew 24, chapter 24, you can read that for yourselves. And, you know, Jesus ain't fear-mongering, like, you know, he's not. He's trying to tell you so you're not shocked when some of these things happen. If you don't tell people because you want a fan club, yeah, I mean, are you frightened that people aren't going to come to you and listen to you, or are you frightened that people won't come to God and Jesus because of the information, yet they're the ones giving the information out in the first place? So hand on heart, people, do you know what I mean? What's really the deal here? Are you scared that people aren't going to come on your page and have a look at what you're saying anymore because they think you're a fearmonger? Are you afraid of the criticism? What's going on? What's going on? There's good news and there's bad news, and, you know, if you're forewarned, you know, if you knew someone was going to attack you in the street, right, what would you do? You'd make plans. If you didn't know, right, it's just going to shock you. You know, you'll have a heart attack probably. But anyway, I mean, the essence of this, guys, is that you can't be lukewarm anymore. If there's bad news, report it, because you'll be responsible for their demands if you don't. If you think someone's doing something wrong, you've got to tell them. This is it. This is it. It's like, you lie over there, you lie over there. And that's what's happening. I was wondering when this was going to happen. And it's happening. So, yeah, it's a bit heavy. It's you have to make some really massive decisions. But you know, if you've got real Christians out there, talk to them. Yeah, it can be heavy. Just go and talk to them. If they're real Christians, they'll listen to you. Yeah, they'll say, it's all right. This is how it happens. I've been through the motions. This, that, and the other. I mean, when these guys turned up, they had no breakfast. They had nothing. They literally had nothing in there. Yeah. So I took them down a few bits for their dignity and whatnot, and some bread for some toast in the morning, and some butter, some fresh butter, and little bits like that. What I had, like, so. It's just a matter of looking after each other, like, you know what I mean. I cure colds and I make colloidal silver and things like that, you know. So I've got a few things in the bag, like something we can trade when the Mark of the Beast comes out and things like that, you know what I mean? And I'm advising everyone to try and find something else as well for themselves to do, to trade with, like a barter system. Whatever job that they're in, try and find an employer that will, you know, they can get a bit of a good rapport with, you know, they work hard to get the respect, and maybe they'll just like pay the rent direct for them. And then pray that, because if they have accepted the mark, you tell them what the crack is, but, you know, just pray for them. If they've helped you and they do receive the mark, just keep praying for them, you know. But you tell them exactly what's what. I believe, this is my belief, that, you know, if you do believe in the mark, what the mark of the beast is, like a very chip stroke quantum dot, it's something along those lines where the memories travel around your body, you can't just chop it off. I'll address this in a later video. But I've looked quite heavily into that. I've been saying this for 20 years about that one, but we'll get back to that. It's all a matter of preparation, and yeah, So when you're gathered, you've got to think about these things anyway. Even if you don't believe in the mark of the beast, times are going to get tough. So barter system's a good one. Find something that you can trade in, that people need. I mean, colloidal silver is like cures viruses, cures every virus. It's like not bugs in particular, but viruses, and it's like a natural antibiotic. You break the silver down to its molecular structure. I mean, I have it all the time. I've never had a day off work. I've never been late, So, yep, it's all kicking off. It's all happening. Jesus has been given the job as judge. He's gathering his people, and I'm serious. He's gathering them. Okay, I'm witness to this. I could tell you, he's gathering his people. So it's time to make your minds up now. You can't be lukewarm. If you're in a religion, research it to see if they are the truth. Well, Jesus is the truth, but if they're telling you the truth, okay. All right then. I'll speak to you soon, and I'll address the mark of the beast in a later video. Speak to you all soon. God bless and take care. Bye.